Hey there internet, what's up? It's your buddy Roo with another installment of World of Roocraft. We are still reviewing the zones on the Eastern Kingdom, and today we are talking about another Alliance only zone, namely Loch Modan.
Roo, stop! You forgot to introduce me!
I told you you could come back once you watched Terminator 2.
But I did!
Oh really? What's it about?
It's about the Terminator. And there are two of them.
That's a lucky guess. Tell me more.
Okay. It's a 1991 American science fiction action film. Co-written, produced and directed by James Cameron. The film stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Robert Patrick and Edward Furlong as its principal cast.
And now you're just reading the Wikipedia article.
No, I don't, I swear.
Well, tell me the Terminator's catchphrase from the movie then.
Get to the chopper!
Nope.
It's not a tumor.
Wrong again.
My nipples are very sensitive.
Again, nope. And that's from Junior. Thanks for reminding me of that trauma. Go watch the movie and then you can join back in.
Alright, okay. I'll be back.
Well, now we got that waste of time out of the way, let's take a look at the history of Loch Modan. Even though the scenery in Loch Modan seems peaceful and serene, the area has a dark and bloody history. During the Second War, the Orcs and the Horde invaded Cas Modan and made their stand against the Alliance there. After countless skirmishes and battles, the Dwarves of Ironforge eventually managed to beat back the Horde and retake the loch. To this day you can find broken tanks and catapults strewn over the loch. They are silent witnesses of this conflict. As the name implies, the most prominent feature of the area is the giant lake right in the middle of it. This loch is actually an artificial one, since the Dwarves built the famous stone route dam to create it. But this wouldn't be a World of Roocraft video if I don't mention Deathwing. During his shattering return, the aspect of death destroyed the historic landmark, resulting in the loch being drained. The wildlife and dwarf inhabitants of the Loch Modan are now struggling with the new development. Adding to that is the rise of previously hidden trogs, kobolds, evil dark iron dwarfs and the Twilight Hammer cult. These guys are more important than you may think, so let's talk a little bit more about them. Hey, I have to stretch this video out to 10 minutes somehow. The Twilight Hammer cult was originally an orc clan on Draenor. The ogre mage Cho'Gall took over the clan after their previous chieftain died and turned them into what they are today. Cho'Gall quickly turned the clan into a death cult obsessed with the old gods. Since their arrival on Azeroth, they are working on bringing the end of days and were a major player in Deathwing's return. If it has anything to do with an apocalypse or destruction of every living being on Earth, the Twilight Hammer has its fingers all over it. That's why I'm looking forward to kick their butts in Loch Modan. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Loch Modan is a level 10 zone and Dwarven and Gnome players will easily get there after they finish their adventures in Dun Morrow. Great! With that out of the way, let's head to the actual story in Loch Modan. Our adventure in Loch Modan begins innocent on our way there from Dun Morrow. On our travel, we come across the maimed corpse of a mountaineer. After avenging the poor guy, we bring the news of his demise to his buddy pilot Hammerfoot. Hammerfoot sends us to the Valley of Kings, and here we have to learn that a band of trogs is terrorizing the area. Nothing too difficult for us, and after some drog extermination, we are sent on our way to Felsamar in Loch Modan proper. This is where stuff gets more interesting. We are sent all over the place to fend off evil spiders, dastardly bears, and help out at the dwarven post Dun Algas. We are tasked with figuring out who's behind the current rise in trog activity and learn that the local gnolls are not only controlling the trogs, but also manage to win over a gang of kobolds. To stop these furry fucks, we disguise as a plant and eavesdrop on a meeting between the gnolls and a bunch of murlocs. Yeah, I was actually hoping for some higher stakes. Why do I have to deal with fluffy little creatures and fish, man? Where's the Twilight Hammer cult? Where are the Dark Iron Dwarfs? What the hell is going on? Oh, this is going to be good. We find a Dark Iron spy hiding out close to Felsamar. This is going to make things more interesting. Wait, it didn't? We just kill him and that's it? Come on game, give me something to work with. I wish I could tell you more, but the quests in Loch Modan are underwhelming, to put it politely. I spent most of my time killing 10 of these enemies, collect 10 of these ingredients, and go back to kill 10 other enemies. That's not good, Blizzard. That's not good at all. Never mind. Things do get a little bit more interesting as we reach the Iron Band excavation site. Why is there a Statue of Liberty?
You blew it up! Damn you! Damn you all to hell!
Oh, so you're back. You already finished Terminator 2?
I finished it minutes ago. I just downloaded it in my conscience.
Okay. What did you think?
It was awesome, but the ending sucked. I don't like that they killed the Terminator.
Oh yes, that's a really emotional scene. But you see, the T-100 had to sacrifice himself to save humanity.
No, I meant the T-1000. That was just gruesome. Stupid humans.
Okay. Remind me to lock your room tonight. Let's continue. The game picks up the pace a bit as we arrive at the Fastweather Lodge, a meeting point for hunting enthusiasts. It goes exactly how you imagine. First we have to work through some standard kill that many enemies quests until we are introduced to a guy named Bingles Blastenheimer. Bingles asks us to retrieve parts for his newest invention, a flying mecha strider. To do so, we have to fight our way through a cave filled with crazy robots.
No, don't kill them! I can't watch it! Why are you doing this, you monster?
Relax, Boomer, they're not real.
You're not real! I hate you!
Oh, what the hell, man? Am I having a stroke? While Bingles is fixing the mecha strider, we get to check out the Twilight Hammer camp and finally clash with the Death Cult. The Twilight Hammer cult is using a mysterious machine to shape the lock and corrupt it. We destroy the machine and head to the Mogrash stronghold to fight them back. After thinning the numbers of ogres, we face off with an even bigger ogre, called Crash. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see! I can't wait to see what's coming next! There's nothing. That's all about it. You just kill a giant ogre, and that's the Twilight Hammer dealt with. I'm not kidding. That's actually all you can do in Loch Modan. Period. I wish I was kidding, but I told you everything. Let's move on to my personal thoughts. That's going to be fun. Let's address the elephant in the room. The stories and quests in Loch Modan are lacking. And that's a nice way to put it. Blizzard got this opportunity to deepen the story of the Twilight Hammer cult and their connection to the old gods in Deathwing. And what do they do with it? Nothing. Nada. Nichts. You spend most of your time in Loch Modan dealing with trogs, gnolls and useless fetch quests. But why? We already saw the trogs in Don Morrow and nobody cares about gnolls. The game wastes your time with simple kill and fetch quests, and I don't see a reason why it does this. The story of the Loch gives so much material to work with. Why doesn't it give you the task to investigate the Twilight Hammer cult further? Maybe capture some of the members to figure out what they're up to. Why not throw in some elementals terrorizing the area after the cataclysm? How about saving survivors of the dam collapse or trying to rebuild it? And what about the Dark Iron Dwarfs? Give me an epic battle between them and the dwarves of Loch Modan. They are weakened after the cataclysm and open for attacks. See? I just had 4 ideas from the top of my head. But instead of that, you have a huge portion of the game set at the Fastweather Lodge, hunting animals. Why? Who gives a shit about hunting? And you may think I'm overacting. Okay, I give you that. But look at this. There are only 4 quests directly dealing with the Twilight Hammer cult. Are you for real? This big threat responsible for the cataclysm and destruction of the area, and you give them 4 quests? Why introduce them in the first place? Leave them out entirely if you don't do anything with them. Don't give me a glimpse at something awesome and take it away. That's just shitty. It makes me feel really, really bad. You wanna know how bad it feels? It feels a lot like this. Hey Bliss, how about some Twilight Hammer content?
No, fuck you.
Dude, what the fuck? In the Loch's defense, there are a few things I liked. The area is well designed and it is a dwarven zone, so that's a plus for me. The Planet of the Apes reference was fun, and the whole story involving Bingle's Blastenheimer and his flying bird robot was fun too. And I should mention that you can actually find the Loch Modan monster if you look really hard for it. But I couldn't find any other redeeming factors for it. It may seem that I'm too picky today, but Loch Modan sucks dwarf balls. I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed. And with that, I want to finish this review. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know by hitting the like button or leaving a comment. You know what? Hey Boomer, you wanna do the rest of the outro?
Leave me alone, you robot murder!
You'll get a Boomer snack for it.
Alright, do it! If you feel especially generous, share this video with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Do it! Do it now!
Thanks, buddy. This is Boomer and Drew signing off. Bye bye!